welcome to Cooking with Mama Bear. I'm your host, Mama Bear, and today we're going to make crepes. Let's first start by making sure that you have asked your parent or guardian, can you cook in the kitchen? Once they say you can cook in the kitchen, then we can begin. First, let's wash our hands. Okay, today for making crepes, we will need 1 egg, 3/4 of a cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of oil, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of white sugar, 1/2 a cup of flour, and for our utensils today, we will need a small frying pan or skillet, a whisk, a small to medium size mixing bowl, and 1 spatula, which I forgot to put out, but we'll see it when I'm cooking. Okay, first we're going to start by turning our flame on 5, which is like medium heat. And I'm going to put my fry pan or my skillet on top. I'm going to allow this to heat up for at least 5 minutes. And here's my spatula. I forgot to say that we need it. So now let's start mixing our ingredients. Okay, so now we're ready to mix. I'm going to start with my egg, and I'm just going to pick it up, and I'm going to crack it on the side of my bowl. And I'm going to put it in the bowl. I didn't get any shells. Yay! I'm going to put my shells in my little trash can. Oh, let me show you a cute little trick, or a nice cooking trick. If you have a wet towel, you can stick it underneath your bowl, and that'll help so your bowl does not slide around. Okay, so I have my egg in here, and now I want to add next is my 3/4 of a cup of milk. So I've got it up to the 3/4 line. I'm going to double check by squatting down, make sure that I have enough, and I do. So I'm going to pour that in with my egg. And then next, you'll need 1 tablespoon of oil. And I'm going to go slowly, pour slowly over my bowl so I don't get too much. Okay, perfect. And then I need my secret ingredient, or that's what I call it all the time, which is my vanilla. And you will need 1/4 of a teaspoon, so you don't need much. If you've ever smelled vanilla or an extract, flavoring extract, it smells really good, but if you drink it straight, it is nasty. So don't do that. Okay, now I have all my wet ingredients, so what I'm going to do is beat it together with my whisk. And what I'm trying to do is break up the egg yolk, that's the yellow part, into the rest of the ingredients until it's well combined. See how my bowl's not slipping around? I'm not even holding it, but I should still hold my bowl. Okay, this is looking really good actually. So, okay, there's a little yolk stuck on my whisk. That's okay. Get off. Okay, there we go. Next, we're going to add our dry ingredients. So we need 1/2 a cup of flour. So I am going to scoop up more than what I need. And that's called a heaping amount. I'm going to take the flat side of a knife, so I have a butter knife, and I'm just going to push off the extra, and that's called leveling it off. And I'm going to put that right in my bowl. I made a little mess over here. And then you're going to need 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, I forgot to grab my other tablespoon, so I'm going to use this one that had oil in it. So I'm going to fill this up. Okay, and I'm going to sprinkle this around. Put that in there. Okay, and now we're going to whisk it again. I'm going to go slowly so I don't make a mess. I probably should have grabbed a slightly bigger bowl, but that's okay, that's okay. Okay, you want to whisk this around until the batter is nice and smooth. Okay, now we are ready to cook. Our pan has been preheating on level 5, which is about medium heat, for about 5 minutes. So it should be ready to go. Okay, we are ready to start. Now, as you remember, my bowl was it's a little small. So what I did is I took this glass measuring cup or liquid measuring cup that I used to measure the milk. And I'm just going to pour this batter into here. And this is going to make it much more easier to pour it into the fry pan or the skillet, because I can control it better because I have this thing called a lip on my glass measuring cup. Okay, now I am going to put just a little bit of oil in here. So a trick is I use this cap and I fill it up. I don't know, I'm going to fill it up about halfway, and I'm just going to pour this around. This cap is almost 1 tablespoon, so it's maybe a half a tablespoon of oil. I'm going to rotate my pan around and make sure that the oil is covering all the bottom of the pan, and I'm allowing the oil to go a little bit up on the sides as well. I'm going to pour in about 1/4 of a cup. It's probably more like 3 tablespoons. So I'm going to slowly pour it in. Oh, you hear the sizzle? Yes. Okay, now I'm going to stop here, even though it looks small, and I'm going to rotate my pan around a little bit to spread my crepe out. See that? So you don't need a lot of batter at all. And it's okay, there's a little hole in my batter or in my crepe that's for me. That's okay. That is okay. So it's going to cook at least a minute or so on one side. You'll know it is ready when the sides are getting golden brown and you can see some bubbling. And you can also hear the sizzle. So I'm going to hold my handle. Can you guys see me holding my handle? Okay, I'm holding my handle. And I am going to gently use my spatula and lift this up and make a quick flip. Oh yes, that looks so good. Okay, so there's my first crepe. So I'm gonna make the rest of them. I'm gonna place them on top of each other on this plate, and then I'll show you how do you eat them, because these are gonna be dessert crepes. There are also crepes that are savory, and you take out the sugar and you add a little bit of salt. Okay, my crepes are done. I've got 4 right here. I've got to make a few more. It makes approximately 8 to 12, depending on how large you make them. So there's all kinds of things you can put on this when you're done. You can do whipped cream. You can put on yogurt. You could do pudding. You can do jelly or jam. You can do hot fudge. You might have to heat it up a little bit. Or chocolate syrup. You can do Nutella. There's all kinds of stuff. Or berries. So my local grocery store had a sale on strawberries, so I bought some, and I just want to show you guys really quick how to make, it's like a strawberry or a berry sauce. So I'm gonna get the biggest one. Okay, now I have just a bowl of water, and I'm just gonna rinse my berry really quick. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to move my crepes over so I don't get any water on it. I'm just going to cut my berry, and I'm going to cut the green part off. I'll put that to the side. Now I'm just going to cut my strawberry into slices. This strawberry is huge. And then I might cut these again in half because these are jumbo. Okay, now once you got them all cut in half, then you can put them in a dish. I would suggest like a bowl, and then you're going to add a little bit of white sugar. So I have my bowl here, and I'm going to do like 3 teaspoons of white sugar, which equals 1 tablespoon. But my tablespoon is missing in the kitchen somewhere. So that was 1. This is 2. Here's 3. I know that looks like a lot of sugar, but I'm going to put more berries in there. So if you wait like 10 to 15 minutes, it starts creating this delicious strawberry juice, and you can spoon that over your crepes. It's good. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this cooking lesson. Don't forget, stay and look while you cook. Bye.